S12 存取設備 S12 access equipment 描述了使用梯子和移動鷹架塔等設備的安全做法。Describe safe practices for using equipment like ladders and mobile scaffold towers. 梯子可以是桿梯、伸縮梯、梯凳和屋頂梯。Ladders can be pole ladders, extension ladders, step ladders, and roof ladders. 他列出了應在梯子和梯凳上進行的使用前檢查。It lists pre-use checks that should be carried out on ladders and step ladders. 塔式鷹架應由受過訓練且有能力的人員搭建和拆除。Tower scaffolds should be erected and dismantled by trained and competent people. 存取設備需要記住哪些關鍵事項 ？Access equipment. What are the key items to remember? 一為什麼檢修設備在施工工程中如此重要 ？Why is access equipment important in construction work? 大多數建築工程都是在地面以上進行的，需要設備才能達到高度。Most construction work is carried out above ground level, requiring equipment to reach those heights. 而通常什麼高度需要使用梯子和鷹架 ？What height typically necessitates the use of ladders and scaffolds? 適用於1.5米以上的工作。For work above 1.5米。三梯子有哪些類型 ？What are some types of ladders? 桿梯、伸縮梯、梯凳和屋頂梯。Pole ladders, extension ladders, step ladders, and roof ladders. 3.1 桿梯用於進入鷹架，長度可達12公尺。Pole ladders used to access scaffolds and can be up to 12米 in length. 3.2 伸縮梯分成幾段，可以延伸到所需的高度。Extension ladders split into sections that can be extended to reach the required height. 3.3 梯子主要用於室內工作，但也可以在堅固的底座上在室外使用。Step ladders used mainly for indoor work, but can also be used outside on a firm base. 3.4 屋頂梯子用於傾斜的屋頂，透過鷹架進入，並帶有勾端以防止滑倒。Roof ladders used on sloped roofs, access from a scaffold, and have a hooked end to prevent slipping. 4安全使用梯有哪些重點 ？What are some key points for using ladders safely? 4.1 每次使用前都要檢查。Inspect before every use. 4.2 僅在堅固、堅硬的地面上使用。Use only on firm, hard ground. 4.3 每次將伸縮梯升起一段。Raise extension ladders one section at a time. 4.4 需要2個人來升降重型梯子。Use 2 people to raise and lower heavy ladders. 4.5 保持75度角1:4的比例。Maintain a 75度 angle 1:4 ratio。4.6 如果長度超過3米，則最好在頂部進行固定。Secure if more than 3米 long, preferably at the top。4.7 延伸至着陸平台以上至少5個梯級或1公尺。Extend at least 5 rungs, or 1米 above the landing platform。4.8 當移動距離超過幾公尺時，由2個人將其放低並用肩桿。Lower and carry on shoulders by 2 people when moving more than a few meters。4.9 切勿過度擴張。Never overreach。5梯子和梯凳在使用前應進行哪些檢查 ？What pre-use checks should be performed on ladders and step ladders？ 5.1 檢查防滑腳是否有缺、損壞或磨損。Check for missing, damaged, or worn anti-slip feet。5.2 確保腳部沒有障礙物。Ensure feet are free from obstructions。5.3 檢查梯級、立柱、階梯或平台上是否有泥土、油脂、油或濕油漆。Look for mud, grease, oil, or wet paint on rungs, stiles, steps, or platform。5.4 檢查是否有裂痕、裂縫、彎曲或扭曲。Inspect for cracks, splits, bends, or warps。 5.5 檢查是否有缺失、破損或脆弱的橫檔或階梯。Check for missing, broken, or weakened rungs or steps. 5.6 檢查拉桿是否損壞。Examine tie rods for damage. 5.7 檢查是否有裂痕或損壞的焊接、缺少或鬆動的螺絲或鉚釘、腐蝕、鋒利的邊緣或凹痕。Inspect for cracked or damaged welds, missing or loose screws or rivets, corrosion, sharp edges, or dents. 5.8 確保表面沒有上漆，因為油漆可能會隱藏危險的缺陷。Ensure surfaces are not painted, as paint can hide dangerous defects. 6. 如果梯子、斜線梯凳未通過任何使用前檢查，你該怎麼辦？ What should you do if a ladder 斜線 step ladder fails any of the pre-use checks? 將其停止使用。Take it out of use. 7. 什麼是塔式鷹架？ What is a tower scaffold and who should erect and dismantle it? 塔式鷹架是防止高空作業墜落的一種方法，應由經過培訓且有能力的人員按照 PASMA 預製通道供應商和製造商協會的規定進行搭建和拆除。A tower scaffold is a way to prevent falls when working at height, and it should be erected and dismantled by trained and competent people in compliance with PASMA, Prefabricated Access Suppliers and Manufacturers Association. 8. 塔式鷹架有哪些要求？ What are some tower scaffold requirements? 8.1 管子必須是直的、無損壞的、無腐蝕的。Tubes must be straight, undamaged, and free from corrosion. 8.2 地面必須堅固、平整。The ground must be firm and even. 8.3 必須使用底板，適用於不平坦的地面的可調節底板。Base plates must be used, adjustable ones for uneven ground. 8.4 在軟地面上必須使用底板。Sole plates must be used on soft ground. 8.5 腳帶或平面支撐必須安裝得盡可能低。Foot ties or plan bracing must be fitted as low as possible. 8.6 工作平台必須用木板封閉。Working platforms must be close-boarded. 8.7 懸垂板不得超過厚度的4倍，且必須超出支撐至少50毫米。Overhang boards must not exceed 4 times the thickness and must be at least 50毫米 past the support. 8.8 高度超過2米的平台必須設有踢腳板，高度至少為150毫米，和護欄，高度在920毫米至1150毫米之間。Platforms higher than 2米 must have toe boards, at least 150毫米 high, and guardrails, between 920毫米 and 1150毫米 high. 9. 還有哪些類型的接入設備？ What are some other types of access equipment? 講台、伸縮梯、移動式剪刀升降機、升降機和爬板。Podiums, telescopic ladders, mobile scissor lifts, cherry pickers, and crawling boards. 9.1 講台提供通往天花板和牆壁的安全通道。Podiums offer secure access to ceilings and walls. 9.2 伸縮梯緊湊、便攜，適合狹小空間。Telescopic ladders compact and portable for tight spaces. 9.3 移動式剪刀升降機使用連結的摺疊支架垂直延伸的平台。Mobile scissor lifts platforms that extend vertically using linked, folding supports. 9.4 升降機在液壓升降系統末端附有平台或鏟斗的高空作業平台。Cherry pickers aerial work platforms with a platform or bucket at the end of a hydraulic lifting system. 9.5 爬行板重量輕且堅固，適合在閣樓空間內安全工作。Crawling boards lightweight and robust for safe work within loft spaces. 工作表12訪問設備 Worksheet 12 Access Equipment 1. 你應該採取什麼措施來確保梯子的安全使用？ What you should do to ensure ladders are used safely. 1.1 每次使用前都應檢查梯子。Ladders should be inspected before every use. 1.2 梯子只能在堅固、堅硬的地面上使用。 Ladders must only be used on firm, hard ground. 1.3 切勿嘗試升起伸縮梯，伸縮梯必須一次升起一段。Never try to raise an extended ladder. Extension ladders must be raised a section at a time. 1.4 不要獨自抬起沉重的梯子，應該由兩個人來抬起和放下梯子。Don't raise a heavy ladder on your own. Two people should raise and lower ladders. 1.5 為了安全使用，梯子應保持75度角，比例為1:4，每4個單位向上放置一個單位。Ladders should stand at an angle of 75度 for safe use. Ratio of 1:4, 1 unit out for every 4 units up. 1.6 長度超過3公尺的梯子必須固定。Ladders over 3 米 long must be secured. 1.7 梯子應至少高出着陸平台5級或 1.07 公尺。Ladders should extend at least 5 rungs, or 1.07 米, above the landing platform. 1.8 當移動梯超過幾公尺時，應由兩個人將梯子放下並扛在肩上，一端一人。When moving ladders more than a few meters, they should be lowered and carried on the shoulders by 2 people, 1 on either end. 1.9 在梯子上工作時，切勿過度伸展。Never overreach when working on a ladder. 而使用梯子之前應做好哪些準備？ What you should make before using a ladder. 檢查梯子。Check the ladder. 2.1 金屬和玻璃纖維梯斜線梯凳上的防滑腳缺失、損壞或磨損。Missing, damaged or worn anti-slip feet on metal and fiberglass ladders 斜線 step ladders. 2.2 卡在或黏附在腳上的物品，如石頭、油脂、污垢或其他碎片。Items stuck in or adhere to the feet, such as stones, grease, dirt or other debris. 2.3 梯級、立柱、階梯或平台上有泥土、油脂、油或未乾的油漆。Mud, grease, oil or wet paint either on the rungs, stiles, steps or platform. 2.4 梯級、立柱、階梯或平台出現裂縫、彎曲或扭曲。Cracks, splits, bends or warps in the rungs, stiles, steps or platform. 2.5 缺失、損壞或削弱的橫檔或台階。Missing, broken or weakened rungs or steps. 2.6 拉桿缺失或損壞。Missing or damaged tie rods. 2.7 焊縫破裂或損壞，螺絲或鉚釘缺失或鬆動，腐蝕、鋒利邊緣、凹痕。Cracked or damaged welds, missing or loose screws or rivets, corrosion, sharp edges, dents. 2.8 塗漆表面。Painted surfaces. 三腳手架搭設有哪些要求？ What are the requirements for scaffolding? 3.1 管子必須是直的。Tubes must be straight. 3.2 管道和配件必須完好無損且無腐蝕。Tubes and fittings must be undamaged and free from corrosion. 3.3 放置腳手架的地面必須堅固、平整。The ground the scaffold is placed on must be firm and even. 3.4 必須使用底板。可調式底板可用於具有不同高度的地面。Base plates must be used. Adjustable base plates can be used on the ground, which has different levels. 3.5 如果要在軟地面上使用塔，則必須使用底板來提供均勻的重量分布。Sole plates must be used to provide even weight distribution if the tower is to be used on soft ground. 3.6 腳帶或平面支撐必須安裝得盡可能低。Foot ties or plan bracing must be fitted as low as possible. 3.7 工作平台必須用木板封閉。Working platforms must be close-boarded. 3.8 懸垂板不得超過板厚的4倍，且不得少於支撐部分50毫米。Overhang boards must not exceed 4 times the thickness of the boards and must not be less than 50毫米 past the support. 3.9 高度超過2米的工作平台必須安裝高度至少為150毫米的踢腳板，以及高度在920毫米至1150毫米之間的護欄。 Working platforms more than 2米 high must have toe boards fitted at least 150毫米 high, and guardrails between 920毫米and 1150毫米 high.